Okay. Says I'm on. We'll see. I have a new setup. I don't know if I like it, so we'll see. I rearranged. This room's it's longer. It's same width, but longer. So I'll be able to put a table over here and hold class indoor. Hi, Linda. Indoor classes now. When you go from having a whole apartment on the first floor for your studio and you downsize to just, hi Tina, it was a little tight. Tina's on. Linda's on. Can't do anything with my hair today. Thank you for sharing, Tina. Got 3 cards to show tonight. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to get busy now. If you're not working with a current demonstrator and would like to have a copy of our catalog, let me know. My name is Deb Lehigh, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Tina said hi, Linda Lou. And I would love to have you on my team, Deb's Creative Crew. All you have to do is go to my webpage, Linda said hi, Tina. deblehigh.stampinup.net and hit the join button and pick out $125 worth of product for $99 plus tax. And till Sunday, they are running a special. It ran for the whole month, 10% off bundles and dies. So you might want to check that out. And our cut and emboss machines, they're also 10% off. All right. If you're not working with a current demonstrator and like to have a copy of our catalog, let me know. I will be glad to mail it to you along with a color chart. Okay? We are using Friends for Life or for Full of Life. I have this stamp set, dies, and the paper. So, and that's what we're working with tonight. Okay? I worked a little bit with this paper the other week. So I have the stamp set and we're going to get busy. Here is the stamp set, and the dies are right here. I used this die here to make the heart, and I used these two they cut out 2 together, and then I also used this one. Okay, and that is the first card we're going to be making using this die. I already have it cut, so you didn't have to watch me cut them out. And we using this fun paper, and I'll show it to you again real quick. The 12 different designs. Very cheerful, very bright. We're using this this paper on the one. And we're using that paper for one. Okay. So for the first one, this is my card. And it's using this die. Okay. And it's also using the bird punch, which is discontinued, but I'm using this part, it's a wing, and I'm using that for the flame. Okay, so I went ahead and I cut out all the collars that I have on here for the candles with this die. Okay, 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score that at 4.25. Okay, then I cut a piece of Daffodil Delight, and that is 4 by 5.25, and we're going to put that on a while. I still don't know what I did with my glue that I had open when I moved these rooms around, so I had to get a brand new one out. Okay, and you know, I have a Band-Aid, I have a sore here, and I'll tell you what, doing crafts and this Band-Aid don't work. Piece of basic white, 3 3/4 by 5, and that's going to go on top. But before we do, we're going to put our candles on, and I'm looking for I just had them. I don't know what I did with them. Huh. All right, well, let me get a piece of paper to lay down. I don't know what I did with my silicone mat. That's what I'm looking for. So I'll just get a piece of paper so I don't get glue on my table. Okay. I'm going to bring in our candles. Now, all of them are the width of the dies except for the Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, Shaded Spruce, Pumpkin Pie, Highland Heather, Azure Afternoon, and Real Red are the colors of my candle. Okay, and then I used crushed curry for my flames with a touch of pumpkin pie for in the middle. So, I'm going to lay this down how I want them. Before I even glue them down. Okay, and we're going to take and put some glue. I'm not going all the way down the bottom because I am going to be cutting some off. And then the flame will go here. Okay, next one is the Shaded Spruce. Pumpkin Pie. Highland Heather. Azure Afternoon. Say that 3 times. And then Real Red. Okay. Got glue on my fingers. We're going to flip this over, and I'm going to cut the bottoms off. like so. Okay, throw them away. And then we're just going to take and put a little glue on top of the so-called candles. Or you could use glue dots. Hi, honeybee. Welcome. And we're going to take our flames and we're going to put them on the top here. Okay, and then I'm going to take my pumpkin pie and I'm just going to scribble just in the center here. Nothing fancy. Like so. Okay. I went ahead and did happy birthday, but I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to cut the happy and birthday apart. I just got glue on my scissors. And then I should have done it on the cutter. That's how I did the first one. Okay. And then I'm going to just take and cut the ends. On an angle. Like so. And that's just going to get glued on top here. Okay. And then this one. Like so. And then we're going to glue that to the front of our card. And there you have our first card. Okay. The second card, I'm going to need my trimmer. This one losing my stuff. Gotta get this out of the way. Okay. This is our second card. Okay. So I'm going to show you. Oh, thanks, honeybee. Okay. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I am going to, this is 8.5 by 5.5. Thanks, Tina. Scored at 4.25. Okay. And I'll get my cutter here. Now, you don't have to do it this way. You could just cut it down to 4 or 3 3/4, as long as it's in that line there. Okay. So that's where I'm going to put it, right where that line is. Okay, it's 3 3/4, and that lines up to that line right there. Okay, so we're just going to cut that off like so. Don't throw that away. You can use that for another card. Then I am going to come down here, and I want it to be 5, but that doesn't line up. So I'm going to move it up, and it's actually 5 1/4. Keep that for your inside. Now we're going to take our cutter, going to line up the first line here, and we're going to come into the second square, and we're going to cut down to this square. Okay, then we're going to turn it, line that light white line up, come up to that square, come down to the next to the last square. Okay, then you're going to turn it and do the same thing, that square to the second square in, turn it again, line up that white, and you're going to cut up to that square, and that should give you your inside. Okay, then you're going to flip this around, and that's going to lay inside there. So I am going to get my, where's my Stampin' Seal Plus? Here it is. I'm taking my Stampin' Seal, and I am going to put it on the back side of what I just cut. Okay. Card, make sure you have it open upright. And we're going to lay that down in the middle. Like so. I think my cutter needs new blades. Okay. Then you're going to take this and you're going to flip it. Yeah, it needs a new blade. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is take, and I want this to pop up pretty much. So I put one in each corner, and 1, 2. I never put this many on, to be honest with you, but I want it to pop and not cave in when you put it on. Okay. So this way, you take the backing off. I think these dimensionals are from a paper pumpkin kit. They're thicker than our regular ones. Thank you, honeybee. I tend not to use my DSP for some reason. And then that's going to lay in the middle where you cut out. Like so. Okay. I went ahead and cut Thinking of You, and I trimmed around that. That'll get laid there. And I'm just gluing that down with my Tombow. If you want, you could use your Stampin' Seal. And then my yellow hearts. These are very quick and easy cards to do. I'm all about easy. And that, oh, and put this in the center, I mean at the bottom. Like so. And there you have card number 2. Very quick and easy. Now you could put bling on there. But a lot of people don't buy the bling. So I just figured, just do it and do simple. Card number 2. And then the last one is this one here. I don't have anything on the inside, but this is the next one. And I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. And I am using the Dashing Design 3D embossing folder. And let me get my cut and emboss machine. And for this, I am using 3 3/4. Oh, I can't do it yet. I'll tell you why. I have to stamp Thinking of You first because it's hard to stamp after you emboss. Yeah, that's why I did it that way, Tina, because I had it the other way and didn't like it. Okay. I'll put Thinking of You here at the bottom. And I tend to put my stamps on catty-cornered on the photo palmer because that way I can look at the words to make sure they are straight and not the block. Okay, now we can emboss. Bring that back. You will need plate number 1. And you're going to put this in your folder. Okay, the hinge part will go in first. And you would need plate number 4. And then you would run that through. And you get this effect. Okay. So now I cut this paper was the sheet I showed you. Let me see. Anyway, it's that one there. That it's a whole sheet of this. I cut it in 3x3 square because it's a 6x6 paper, and they cut perfectly 3x3. Okay, and I also cut a 3x3 in basic black. That's going to get catty-cornered a little, and then this one's going to get like that. Now, of course, I didn't want to cut another paper to have the same color, so you don't really need to do the same color. You can make 4 different cards in different color group. So that's going to get glued on that. Okay. And then this gets glued down. Like so. And then I went ahead and cut a shaded spruce heart. And this is what that die does. It will cut that out, and then you get the solid heart when you cut it out. I went ahead and used our adhesive sheets that comes 6x12, and that's what I use, so I could just peel this off. And it's already sticky since it's real thin line. Okay. And then what I did was I laid a part of it down and where's my get that, there you go. And then I can just tap it down. Okay. I went ahead and cut 2 hearts, and I just so happened that I had when I did my 4th of July scrapbook pages. Oh, thanks, Linda. When I did my scrapbook pages for July 4th. Yeah, I do too, honeybee. And we're going to put one there. I just used the red, real red, because it already had adhesive sheets on it. Normally, I would just glue them on. Okay. All right. 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score that at 4 1/4. And that's just going to get glued on here. Okay. And this is 3 1/4 by 5, so you're going to have a bigger border. Okay. There you have card number 3. That is all I had for you today. I'll bring them both out, bring them all out to you. Like I said, they're the same. These are a little different because of the squares, but these are the same. So if you have any questions, just let me know. You can get in touch with me through my email, dkl333@comcast.net, or you can visit my Stampin' Up webpage, which is deblehigh.stampinup.net. And they show you all the specials that are going on. Hi, Marie. Welcome. So all I have to do is say, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell. Thank you, Marie. Hit that little bell. That way you will know when I'm on. I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Monday and Friday is usually cards or 3D objects. Wednesday is my scrapbooking Wednesday, where I usually do 2-page spreads. I have, next week I'm doing 2-page spread of 12 by 12. Then after next week, I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to start showing 6 by 6 pages, 8.5 by 11 pages, 8 by 8 pages. So I'm trying to, what I want to say, think out of the box, because everybody usually does 12 by 12, and not everybody has 12 by 12. So I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to do different sizes each Wednesday. So, but if you're following me on Facebook, Stampin' Hut, subscribe to my, or follow me, subscribe to my page. That way you will know when I'm on Facebook too. Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I appreciate everybody that joins me. And like I said, like, share, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you Monday. Have a great weekend. This is Friday. Have a great weekend. 4th of July is coming up. Thank you, Tina. All right. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.